was mean. Hello. Hopefully my mean joke didn't.
Hello.
Is the mic on today?
The mic is so on, Ryan.
Is it on?
It's on. Thank you for
tell.
joining us today. Wow, it's a good day. It's Wednesday, and it's Bags and Boards Live episode number
6?
Seven.
7?
7.
We can count to 7.
I can't.
Great movie.
It's a good movie. I had to think about what movie that was.
What's your favorite?
Is there a movie called 6?
7 with Brad Pitt.
Hold on.
What?
You've seen this
Yeah.
film, have you not?
Have you not seen
Brad
7?
Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey.
It's a good movie.
Everyone's favorite serial killer.
It's a great movie. We're
It's a great
drinking
movie.
Stella today. We're
Thank
talking
you,
about
Aaron.
7. We'll be talking about 7 for the duration of this podcast, this video. We're going to
Whole
go
channel
through
is now
each.
going to be a 7-based fan channel.
Why don't we go through each of the murders in that movie? We describe them.
Oh, what's
at
in the box?
full.
Oh, okay, I have
We
seen
should
it.
probably reenact every single murder.
Oh, we can go through. I can go through some of them.
I got 7 people. That,
We can do the eating one. How about we focus on just eating?
Let's just eat ourselves to death on camera right now.
All right. I'm pretty sure there are podcasts that have that as a focus of their channel. I don't think this is the one that's going to work for us though,
No.
because we are a podcast for the comic book community. So first off, thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to hit that like button. That like button helps, it gets our video out into the ether. And we
YouTube
want
science.
to, yes, we want
I'm
to
not
do
sure
some
how it works,
alchemy.
but it works.
Yeah,
That's science.
it
Is
is.
It's like Harry Potter science. I don't think alchemy is real. Right?
Alchemy is the
Someone
real
help.
form.
Alchemy is real.
Is it?
In the text, like in the context of like fantasy novels, no.
Sure. Yeah. It's like turning stuff to gold. I thought was what
I was
alchemy
considered
was.
too realish. No.
I'm gonna feel
Well, if
real
you're
dumb.
thinking like alchemy's like Full Metal Alchemist, you're talking about transmutation, okay?
Yeah.
Alchemy in Skyrim, you're talking about herbs. So
I think you're right. I think that we should be focusing on alchemy,
Let's focus on dictionary definitions of hard words that nobody actually knows.
or we can just talk about comic books.
I think that's easier.
That would be a good place to start. I want to talk about comic books. Ryan, you got some comic books today.
I did. I got them from Russ at Mill Geek Comics, which is incidentally his Instagram handle.
Talk to me about your weekly voyage to Milk Creek to visit Russ Bright. What does your day look like when you go to your comic book, your LCS?
I'm greeted by one of the co-hosts of this very show, which is always a little strange. It's
What does
so
he
weird.
say? What does he say to you, Ryan?
He
Does he go,
says-
fire guy, Ryan?
No, he's like, you again.
You, is that what Russ says?
It's not you again. Get out of here.
I feel like it'd be more of like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're here. Can you help me do this?
That's actually not a bad. That felt kind of like Russ in a way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There are times I've helped out over there a couple times, but today Green Lantern came out, so I kind of went hard.
Ryan likes Green Lantern.
I do.
Ryan likes Green Lantern a little too much.
It's up here, but it's very white.
People are like, what are you doing?
It's super white.
He's like, I'm showing
We're
you.
taking our clothes off
We're
today.
showing you my
I
arm.
just like stripping. Like
He's like, let me tell you.
He just
I'm gonna drink this beer and then take off.
No,
like
you got some
strip
comic
comics
books.
today.
So first off, were these all bagged and boarded off the shelf? Does Russ do
Russ
that?
is amazing like that. They hook it up over there.
That's not common.
Resealable bags also. I feel like that's worth mentioning.
Have you helped him on a Tuesday?
I have helped him on a Tuesday.
So he gets his comic books late, typically on Tuesday.
That's yes. I
And
don't know
then-
what time normally, like an afternoon.
Yeah,
Right?
you've done the help, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
A couple times now.
Uh-huh.
I've been over there and helped set up bags and boards and get everything ready for the shipment of comic books. With my weird schedule, I'm usually having to leave in the early afternoon, so I help out where I can.
What
It's fun.
is that experience bagging and boarding all the comic books?
Tedious.
For me, it's stressful.
Tedious.
I love
Tedious.
tedious. I like doing tedious stuff. We made a whole bunch of comic books yesterday. We bagged up and boarded. I probably bagged these up myself yesterday and don't even know.
How long did it take you guys?
Once the comics got there, like 2-3 hours.
And what's the process? Do you guys get them? Because he doesn't go individual, right? He does he gets all the bags with the board in them first.
Oh, that's what we do. We did that early in the day before the comics got there.
Okay.
Get all the bags and boards ready. And the comics come, they go in the bags, and you seal them up, and those are the comics.
All right. His little tip. That's like inside information right there.
Wow.
It's about exactly how you would imagine it happening. The
Yeah,
comics
right.
get delivered, and then someone who works at the comic store puts them into the bags.
It's like the thing is like you
It's
don't want to
wrong.
think about that
Yes.
though. Like you don't want to think about at the shoe store, all those laces had to be done by somebody. You don't want to think about that tedious process with like hundreds and hundreds of them there, but that's how it is with comic books.
That's how it is with mail calls.
That's how it is with mail calls.
Hundreds and hundreds of those all over and over.
The comic fam has been keeping us crazy busy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We do appreciate you.
Thank you for
real.
that.
Thank you.
For keeping us crazy busy.
But what comic books did you get, Ryan? And I have to, before you jump into it, quick shout out to the Closet Geek.
Who?
The Closet, who is like
Right? That guy's not on our video every single week. Being awesome.
Well,
Oh,
last
man.
time somebody gave us $5 and they said to buy better beer. So
It's
I
true.
hope
I
hope Stella's
we got
okay.
Stella. Stella's doing good. I always enjoyed Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a new word for me, but I like it.
Closet Geek, we do appreciate you. I will check my DM. I must be missing a DM from
You're
Closet
better
Geek.
at it now, right? You got some kind of newfound computer thing.
You want to know something really funny? So Instagram, it is terrible on your phone if you're managing DMs because there's so many opportunities for you to lose just messages.
Mm.
When new messages come in and you watch a video, if you don't click the screen just right, the message then backs out to your main inbox. And imagine my page that has hundreds of people who I'm talking to all the time.
There's a lot in there.
It's like that message getting thrown back into the ether is me going, wait a minute, shoot, which picture? And I start to scroll because it doesn't organize it right. So I'm in a regular like frantic mode trying to keep all of the all my DMs responding really quickly as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Microsoft has my neighbor needs a new timing belt.
Is that what that is, Mr.
That's
Mechanic?
what that is.
Okay.
Serpentine belt.
Serpentine belts.
Yeah, I
Is that,
so.
yeah,
You need some
whatever
new
it is.
belts?
Yeah.
I need that belt.
It's steering wheel fluid.
I think they stole my car.
Oh, is that it?
That's what that sounds like.
You let them steal it.
Yes,
But before I was
for the best.
But Microsoft Store has an Instagram app on the computer, so I can actually see. I can keep it organized on my computer. It's so much different. Not super exciting, but in a nutshell, we'll be back to your DMs, Closet Geek. I appreciate you for
That was
your donation there.
A good detour there.
And then we have Ramiro Ortiz, and it
Hey.
says, "Yo ho ho, comic fam."
Yo.
We do appreciate you there. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Coming in with a $10 super chat too. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Keep it going, Ryan. Where are we with you? This is Ryan's picks. I feel like we need a
These are the
transition.
comics I bought today
Why did you get that one?
because it's Justice League, but also because it's awesome. It's
It's a good
Aquaman.
color. Mm-hmm. Cover.
Ah,
Okay.
It's also like
okay,
the Khal Drogo Aquaman.
Hold up.
hold up.
When you held this up,
Uh-huh.
I thought that was like a derp eye.
Oh, the
on
shark. Okay, it does look like a goofy shark eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the bubble next to the shark? I thought it was like
Oh, like right
I
here.
like
That's an
derp.
easy
Right
to make,
Yeah.
Right there.
Looks like he's got a noodle like a cartoon.
Oh yeah, he kind of does. Like he just.
I did not notice that.
So imagine. So this is the shark. Imagine if that eye wasn't there, and this is. He would be a kind of like Finding Nemo.
That's like
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But less mentally aware.
Yeah, and I'm spacing this. We met this. Oh my gosh.
Tina, I believe.
No, it's not. This isn't Matina.
Am I
This
wrong?
is. He does it's the Batman with the really sharp cape and the Superman shot, and I'm forgetting who does his cover. Oh,
I thought it was
Matina.
Tina, but I'm wrong.
I don't think this is Matina. This is
This one is,
that's
I think. This
No.
is the beauty of doing live
It's
comic
Matina.
book
Someone's
content.
saying it's Matina.
yeah. Is this Matina?
I think these are both.
Aquaman. Okay, maybe
I
I
was
was
under
wrong.
the impression
I
these
didn't
were
think
both
that was
Matina.
I was pretty sure that wasn't Matina.
Well, I hope that bubble was on purpose.
No, it's the super rare.
It's
googly
Matina.
hair.
I was wrong.
Woo!
I was so sure that wasn't Matina. I stand corrected.
My chat is way backed up. I don't even care. I also got Batman.
This was my pick on Key Collector. This is a dope cover. Penguin is one of my favorite Batman villains.
Mm-hmm. He's OG.
Who's your favorite Batman villain?
Oh man,
Aaron, who's your favorite Batman villain?
Penguin.
probably Heath Ledger as Joker. It's probably my favorite Batman villain.
Fernando Torres.
Yeah,
You took mine, so.
Oh, Penguin's your
Yeah,
favorite?
Penguin.
Penguin. Based on what? I just don't. I need to read this because apparently I don't know much about Penguin.
My break-in to Batman was actually the Adventures or the animated
Cartoon?
series. Yeah. So it's just that's like where I come from, but
Okay. Me too. I just don't
yeah, I
remember it very
think
well.
I don't know. He's like an old
He seems underused. Like I don't think there's enough.
Because he was overused in the beginning.
Yeah, and he's very silly.
Yeah. He's kind of
Moving on.
What is that?
United States versus Murder Incorporated. It's a little guilty pleasure Bendis action for me.
What's
Also a mafia story. So
what started your fascination with Bendis?
it's probably the first comic books I read were Ultimate Spider-Man, New Avengers. That's what got me into comics back in the early 2000s when I was a young teenager. I was a teenager back then.
What's your least favorite thing he's done?
Least favorite?
Yes.
That's a good question. It's all been so awesome. No, I don't know. I didn't care for a lot of his Avengers stuff. He did like everything Avengers during like the late 2000s, and I thought it was a little much. I think they spread him a little too thin on the big books there, but I enjoyed New Avengers immensely.
Fair enough.
Speaking of things I enjoy immensely, I got 4 Green Lantern comics today, including the default,
Right.
the sketch variant of that same exact issue. I got this Frank Quietly. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I can spell it. It's beautiful. It's creepy, and I think it makes sense once you finish the issue and get to the end.
It looks like
'Cause it doesn't make
a
sense.
Venom cover almost.
I think he's getting operated on or something.
Yeah, it's like he's like part machine or something, right?
We'll have to read it and find out.
It looks rather interesting.
And then I got the blank artist sketch cover.
So are you
Wow.
gonna get someone to draw on that?
I'll probably just doodle on it, green highlighter.
Is that what you do with your sketch
Green
covers, right?
highlighter.
Yeah, I'd give them to like the nearest child and say, draw on this with your crayons, please.
You know who was there was no hope to getting something sketched or really anything more than a signature by at Rose City? Done by. I could have said that in so many better ways.
Yeah, my brain can't process
Yeah, what was
that.
the question?
All right.
This is the part where we normally cut and then edit this out.
Dissect Tom's question. Okay, so Rose City, there was someone I really wanted to pay to get a sketch by. And so there was someone, there was no hope that was ever going to happen.
Are we talking about I don't know if we're talking about the same person. This was my first convention was Rose City Comic Con. And this was the first artist I ever spoke to at a Comic Con. And it was Adam Hughes. Is that who we're talking about?
Correct.
That would make sense.
It was underwhelming. Like, he's a very talented artist,
Yeah.
but he did not look very pleased. I don't think and I don't know, maybe he woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. Or maybe I'm just an idiot and an asshole and he didn't like talking to me. But he didn't seem, I don't know,
Well,
didn't seem too happy.
I mean, you can only imagine, like, if you got to talk to people all day.
Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't
you know,
imagine doing that.
I mean, imagine, like, you randomize your personality on any given day and then put you in front of a million people that day. That would be-
who are like, who
No.
love you.
Yeah, I get it. I always feel, like, really humble when I'm in front of, like, an artist or a writer.
Yeah.
I'm just like, thank you for being here. Like,
Thank you for looking at me.
yeah, like, can I get you anything?
Acknowledging me. Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah, what do you need?
For real. Like,
Yeah.
we were talking about conventions yesterday, and it got me thinking about those type of experiences that we have going to so many conventions, all the artists and writers that we meet, different things that we see and experience there. And that was kind of I don't know. I was, on one hand, I completely understand, and I know you understand as a fan of Adam Hughes that, it was underwhelming, likely because he's probably tired. He's a hardworking person.
End of con season right now, too.
Right.
Yeah, like, well, I
True.
guess
I
in
didn't think
September,
about
like,
that.
Rose City's on the tail end.
It's on the
of con
downswing.
season. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But it was still your first con, and I was excited for you to get the opportunity. So that was a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking about other experiences at conventions, because we are at the end of the year now. We just hit Tacoma, Jet City, Comic-Con. All 3 of us actually went.
Oh, we went separately.
But but we all managed to get down to Jet City and meet some artists, catch up with some people, buy some awesome comic books. So I
got some Green Lanterns.
You know who's an awesome guy to go? I mean, he's always there. He's at every single one. Okay, there's 2. There's 2 people that I feel like any con, like if it's your first con or if like you just want to go have a good conversation with somebody in the industry. Chris Tucker.
Like a Rush Hour fan?
from Rush Hour?
No.
Chris Tucker, a Friday fan?
Oh my God, he's a storyboard for, maybe I'm thinking Chris Tucker just because of that. But it's something Tucker. He does fucking Roger Rabbit. The storyboard. Anyways, him and then Ron
Someone
Randall.
knows.
Oh, Ron Randall for
He's
sure.
amazing.
I'm not sure.
You go up to his, maybe it's Bill Tucker. Bill Tucker, maybe?
Bill Tucker. Oh, I'm not sure, but
God,
that sounds right. Someone help out.
Someone here knows.
I'm sure.
But those are two really fun guys. Ron Randall's always good to go up and he'll talk to you about, because he has his own title that he's pushing. Like he's like has his like brainchild story.
Trekker.
Yeah.
We walked right up to him and talked to him for like a good 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's like
he's got a lot of experience in the industry, and he's real friendly. Like he's having a good time.
Chris Tucker, Bill Rucker.
Bill
Rucker.
Chris
Tucker,
Tucker, Bill Rucker.
All right. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Something
I'm not sure.
like that. He's always
yeah.
there.
But
he's always there.
But
yeah,
super friendly. And Ron Randall, how was that experience this weekend? Because I don't think did you see Ron this weekend?
We saw him, but we didn't.
Because I know you saw
talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've had the conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
He draws women really well, so
definitely.
Yeah. It's kind of rare.
For real.
Yeah.
What was your experience with Ron?
I enjoyed it. It was cool having an extended discussion with a creator. I haven't gotten the time to really stand there and just talk to somebody like that. I mean, with Mike Mignola and with Ryan Otley and Adam Hughes, and it was more of like a transaction in a way. Not necessarily a financial one, but we were there, we got what we wanted, we left. We just kind of communicated. We just I would say we sat and talked, but we didn't. We stood there, talked about Trekker. All the different versions he's got of Trekker. He had a nice little display. I kind of just stood there and read quite a bit.
One of the interesting things that he got into was how he was currently getting his projects funded and made. And basically going through the process of establishing Kickstarters so that essentially the projects could get to publication.
Yeah.
Not even profit. He was like, I'm not making money off of any of this. It's like I basically donate my story and it gets made and then it gets published and then it grows and then my other stuff sells and it grows the business. But he got into the Kickstarter aspect of it and how the Kickstarter aspect of it and how to get his projects made with community involvement and really just like, it's just a different mindset. Like listening to him talk about how
Keith Tucker.
Thank
you.
Keith,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, it's like a basic.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
basic name,
so right.
Tucker.
It sounded so right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool hearing him talk about his process of the Kickstarter.
I didn't realize how long he'd been doing it.
Oh yes,
He's been making Trekker for a while, way before Kickstarter. So that'd be interesting to pick his brain about the process then and now and in general.
That's right. All right. So real quick, this podcast, we are only 20 minutes in, guys. So we have more of a show here for you today because I wanted to talk about Steranko today.
Someone brought him up after we were talking about them. They're like, Steranko's the king. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up Steranko because we were talking about it in the kitchen, and I actually said, I think we talked about this already. Then Aaron's like, no, we haven't talked about this already. And then Ryan's like, no, we haven't talked about that. I'm like, shoot. In my head, because we're making so much content, I thought that I had this conversation with the audience. This never happened.
I'm pretty sure you told me once off camera or maybe on camera at some point. Like, it's all blended together now. But
maybe it was live. I don't know. It's live Instagram all the time at Comic Tom 101. I go live. It's like, it goes away in 24 hours. So maybe we had the conversation there. So I want to get into that because we started talking in there and you're like, this is like kind of new info.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. We got to do this on the mic. So we don't really have a reason to talk about Steranko besides that we experienced
Did you meet him?
We experienced
was it
I got the signed headshot from him though.
Oh,
you brought me a
that's
gift.
what it was.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That was at Toy and Geek Fest in Puyallup, yeah, which is...
Yep. It was a good show, too. So first off, we do need to give a quick little shout out to a couple homies in the community before we jump into the Steranko goodness. We're going to touch on Steranko, and then we're going to take it over to the mail calls because as we do, we have donations to the mystery mail call. We have 5 packages. So we're going to be unboxing 5 things. We don't even know what's in here. Super excited about that, so stay tuned. But after this show, which wraps up at 6 o'clock, you can head over to Lords of the Long Box, another really good comic book channel. Shout out TiVo. His show
super chat.
And thank you for the super chat. Your show is at 6 o'clock after our show. And then something's happening tonight.
I'm going to be on John Comics with Kids channel doing a breakdown of Green Lantern #1 for New Comic Book Day Book Club. Me and John and White Whale Comics at 8 p.m. So 2 hours after our show is done here. I will be back in here going over Green Lantern.
Freezing.
And what I thought. And freezing. Maybe.
We're going to make sure the heater's on for Ryan. So
Thank you.
he comes to the table not shivering.
It's a great
He's like, oh, I love this comic.
breath.
You can
That's
grab
right.
a blanket.
I see 10 people.
There we go. Exactly.
All right, so that's after. So yeah, Lord's Long Box. Then 8 o'clock at where?
John's Comics with Kids YouTube
Boom.
channel.
And then we have Friday. We have Comics with Bueller hitting his live show off at 5:30 p.m. There's actually 2 giveaways that he's doing that this Friday. Because we did a podcast earlier this week, a video. Had a lot of fun. Shout out to Comics with Bueller. Had
It was a
great
good
time.
video. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, it was a short hour, and it was a good time. We're gonna be doing more content with Bueller.
Ooh.
But yeah, 2 different videos because I posted the video on my channel, and he obviously posted on his. I reposted it on mine, and there are 2 giveaways, 1 in each video. So he's gonna be announcing those winners at 5:30 Friday this week, and then of course Saturday we have Gen Mink Collectibles, who starts their podcast at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So.
What's up to that Steranko? What happened there with Steranko?
Steranko.
What a ball.
Well, first off, Steranko, this is a fun story. And before what's the best way to start this story? Because I want to do this right. Because it was, okay, we're going to preface this because I think that honesty is key. I'm not going to exaggerate on this because it doesn't need exaggeration. Because I like to build stuff up sometimes. You know, we're talking about Thanos. We're talking about Silver Surfer blasting through a wall.
Tom likes to build stuff up sometimes.
I do. I want to bring excitement to the table. But I don't want there to be any hyperbole in this story. Because it's kind of sensitive. Because
he's a legend.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
You know, he's a legend. But honesty, this happened. All of this happened.
It's so funny.
And
he's just so like, he's a hyperbole.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like a walking, talking hyperbole. He's just.
It's true.
He's just so extra.
When you meet Steranko, you experience Steranko.
Yeah.
Steranko is. Okay.
When you look at it, yeah,
I'm going to walk you through it.
So first things first, you should know about Steranko.
First things first, we have 163 people live right now. I want to say thank you to everybody who's currently live with us. We do appreciate you. And I want to see some likes too, because that means that people are joining in and haven't liked the video. So so hit the like button, guys. We need you to hit that like button because we're going to dive into Steranko goodness. When I see the like button, shoot up because that helps get the video out there.
Send it out,
guys. Steranko. Steranko.
Tell me what happened.
So when you meet Steranko, he'll talk to you for an infinite amount of time. There's no time limit. You can come and go from his table as you wish. If you want to stand there and listen to him for 2-3 hours, he will allow you to stand there. So while his line does not look long, his line...
It can't be long.
It can be a significant amount of time.
I would imagine.
So it was interesting. The line was long, so we got a lot of like taking stuff in, even though we weren't with him. Like even though we weren't like standing there, like while we were in line, we were picking up on some stuff. So
it's good tactic.
Yeah, and like that was funny because John and Michelle were there, and Michelle was like, "Oh, you're gonna go see Steranko?" She's like, "I remember when I met Steranko for the first time." And like everyone has like, I feel like anyone who's done the line and talked to Steranko, like they have a story. Like
you guys do somewhere.
How many times did he touch you?
Yeah. Let's start with
that. Where did the Batman touch you, Tom? What did the Batman do?
No, not like that.
Not in a battle.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so
he's just an affectionate person. Like he's just
So Steranko, just a couple things. Like we can do a whole video on this man, and it's like the freaking Dos Equis guy, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, like the commercial. He is.
Yeah.
He is like, you know, the commercial is the most interesting person in the world, and it's like they make up this character in the commercial because they can't. It's like it's a generic person.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, it's a fake brand. Steranko is that guy. Like that's just who he is.
Yeah. Self-branding.
He's as far as he's a shorter person, 5'8", right? 5'9", maybe.
He's not tall. The hair makes him a little bit tall.
5'7", but his hair makes him at least 5'10". You know, it's like he's got the big hair, and he is a man of like more confidence than I've like ever met in a content creator.
Yeah.
He is ready to entertain. He's ready to be the center of attention. He's ready to talk to a crowd at any moment because he's got the stories right there, just like he has his magic tricks prepared at all times. Like he is that person.
Like Job?
Like
yes.
Like
yes.
for real. Like
but he compares to so many people, but he's not any of those one thing. He's like just a conglomerate of all of the things that you think of. Like yeah.
And instead of
just brimming with charisma.
Instead of the final countdown, it would be just like sexy jazz music.
Yes.
Like for real.
Oh no, he literally has an ambiance. Like he has a boombox. We talked about this, but like we're gonna get him a Bluetooth speaker. We're getting him an iPod Shuffle and like one of those little Bluetooth speakers. And he'd just
probably really like it.
I think he'd really like it.
So he probably likes his old school boombox.
Okay, Ryan,
character.
You've been to a few cons. Your experience with a number of writers now. We went boom, boom, hit so many different writers.
We did.
And none of them had their music playing. Like theme music.
I don't remember music at any con except for that boombox guy last weekend.
Steranko mid-sentence, mid-transaction.
Changed the song.
Was like, hold on. And gets up, walks over, turns it up, and he's like, the person who just paid $200 is right there. And he's like about to sign it. He's like about to explain what Stan Lee told him about this particular character and blow this person's mind. And mid-sentence, he stops and he's like, hold on. Goes back, starts fucking with the music. And then he looks to the whole like line of people and starts going, he just starts explaining the saxophone and how like.
Not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like you.
Yes.
Like a short dude.
I just want to be him. You know, maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
But that's what he did, and he did that like 3 times.
Yeah.
It was like he wasn't just communicating with one person; he was communicating with everyone.
Damn.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
It definitely is an experience. But as far as like the funny thing that I experienced personally with this is that it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but it was a really cool experience for me. I'll never forget it. So. This is a line, and the whole point of me explaining like everybody communicating with him, because like when he's standing back and he's like, "Do you know this song? Do you know this song? Like, can you hear this part?"
Talk about something.
I'd be scared if I didn't know. He sounds extremely intimidating.
The people are just going,
"No, he's not."
Yeah, sure. And he's like, he doesn't expect anyone to know any of it.
He just wants to be listened to.
He just wants to talk.
Yeah.
So he's got communicating with the group, communicating with the whole group, and he's got this person. This person's holding it was an X-Men 50. All right, a great cover. Like it's such a great comic book.
50.
And it's the green and it's got like the
very green.
Yeah, it's got the Kirby crackle and everything. It's gorgeous. He's talking about X-Men 50. This person is getting it signed, so he paid to get it signed. He's also got like some other stuff underneath it that he paid for, like a couple $30 things.
He like smacks it.
Gonna get there.
No,
I'm gonna building it up here.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, that's good. It's
I
good.
just it came back to me and he did that. He's like,
it's gonna be good. So this is like a really nice comic book,
right?
And Steranko, he got a little passionate, but what happened was he starts talking about it, and he starts going off, and he so he's holding it, and he's talking about how he changed the logo to X-Men, and the X-Men logo originally was like this very narrow. I don't even have any of it up here.
Yeah, he made it different.
He did the X-Men logo now, and I'm trying to see if there's any behind us for an example. But the X-Men logo is like, it's more 3D in your face, and it's at a slant instead of just a very basic boxy design.
Yeah.
And he was talking to the person about it, and I happened to know that he was never paid for it. So I made a joke, and I'm like, yeah, but ask him how much he got paid to do that. He's so like, and I made the person go, oh, you got paid good money for it? And then Steranko looks at me and he gives me this look like he's like
I know.
He's like, you know. Like, you know. And then he's like, let me tell you about that. And then he's holding their X-Men comic book. And my heart sinks for this guy, but it's not my comic book. but here's the thing. But here's the thing. So it immediately turns into an experience for the guy. Because now the guy doesn't. It's like, what are you gonna do? It's freaking Steranko. Like, you're gonna now like this. That moment,
comic book wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him.
True.
I think that's the thing.
He can do whatever he wants.
He can handle those comic books however he wants to.
So he does that. But the thing is that like that immediately turned into an experience for that person. So I thought, I'm gonna be happy to wait as long as this person needs, because he definitely like I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he did it. He did. He's so
animated. I think
you saw it.
It's fine. I don't think
it's okay.
He didn't change the grade. Not the way.
I don't think maybe he didn't hit it that hard, but I mean
it was funny. It was enough.
There was a moment where we looked at each other with Michelle there. I mean we were like, it wasn't good. But it immediately became an experience for that person now, because like that person isn't freaking wasn't getting it graded. No. So it's okay. And it was a really nice copy, but whatever. He was gonna get signed and he was gonna be happy. I felt a little bit bad about that. I felt worse about the fact that instead of like, so he did this. He got animated because he was going to tell a story about him talking to Stan Lee about this other thing, and what resulted was he started like pretend like this is your comic book,
right?
Like you just saw this happen, and I'm going to tell you about this really cool experience, and you're like invested now because I'm holding your comic and I'm the creator and stuff. And he goes, all right, and you're me. And he goes, so I look at Stan, and I say, Stan,
oh my God,
I need your help.
Seriously.
Like,
seriously.
And just looks at me instead, and I'm just like,
don't get me.
I'm not going to stop him.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the guy. This is his comic that he's like.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah.
Just put down the book, sir, please.
I'm like, put down the book, and I mean, like, I'm going to get a turn with you in a second, right? Like, I'm going to have my turn here. But it was a cool experience. I felt like I took it away from that fan, so I apologize to that fan. I did whatever I could to direct the conversation your way. But that was my experience with Steranko.
But to be fair, he was probably already talking to him for at least 30, 45 minutes.
He got
That's
his
the other
time.
thing, is it's like you get your time. If you want your time with Steranko, he'll give it to you.
That's don't give it to you.
X don't give it to you.
DMX. They're basically the same person.
So that brings us to DMX. Let's talk about how he did. Didn't he do? No, he didn't do that Limp Bizkit track, did he? No, was that Exhibit?
That was Exhibit.
That was a totally different guy.
That's rapper.
Totally different guy. But Exhibit did Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He did it for all of like 2004.
How many episodes of Pimp My Ride have you guys watched?
Oh, probably
literally
all of them.
0.
All of them.
Brian hasn't watched any of them?
I guarantee you I've seen them all.
I have to have seen them.
I've seen not
like,
one moment, and I'm very proud of
like
it.
a fish tank in somebody's...
How has Ryan never seen Pimp My Ride?
I don't like
in the comment section. Has anyone watched Pimp My Ride?
Obviously.
I feel like
somebody has.
Ryan, you look at me like
I'm too cool.
No one watched Pimp My Ride.
No, not like that. I know lots of people did. I was too cool to watch it. I was too busy playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas most likely at that time period. I had other priorities.
You're not too cool for Pimp My Ride.
Oh my
Nobody's
gosh.
too cool.
I was definitely watching Lost. If it was mid 2000s, I was watching Lost.
That's true.
Fuck Pimp My Ride. If Lost was on, boom, that's it.
Lost was a crazy show.
Yes, it
I
was.
never watched Lost.
You haven't seen any of Lost?
I've seen 0 Lost.
Yeah, I don't. You don't have to watch it.
You had to watch it in the moment. I think for a big part of it was the experience.
Oh, it was a yearly thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was like, how much did you venture to the internet with Lost?
Yeah, every day. I was that kid.
Yeah, Lost was a very interesting show when it came out, because when it came out, they realized that like viral marketing could be a thing. So what they did is they established fake websites, blogs, and they basically went the Cloverfield way.
That too.
Yeah, For real. And Easter eggs and like really expanded the universe outside of the short seasons that they had.
There should have been a comic. There should have been a comic. They should
Yeah.
have made
It
a
would have
last
been a really
comic.
good comic, yeah.
Definitely.
John's
It would've been-
Comics
it
and I
would've
have
been
been talking about that quite a bit, actually. We geek out about that a lot. All too much. Let's open a
Back
box.
to Stranko.
I'm
Stranko.
We're
opening a
not done
box.
with Stranko. We're
We
not done
done?
with Stranko.
No, we have another Stranko story.
We're not done with Stranko?
But
There's
we're
a,
gonna,
I mean, we could talk about
what I want to do is I want to break because that was my experience with Stranko. I have stories that I have with them. I just don't know if I want to share all of them just yet. Because we talked, Aaron, how long were we standing there?
Oh, an hour and a half, 2 hours. We milked
I think it may have been 2 hours.
Gosh, he's old.
What
if he never comes back up
I
here
know,
again?
that's
We
what
were
I'm
like,
saying.
This is our
I'm
opportunity.
like, I'm not going to
Yep.
stop him. If he's going to answer my question, I'm going to get specific.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I got specific. And that's why I'm like, I could spend the rest of this time talking about my experience with Steranko and still not touch on everything. So that was my intro to Steranko story. There will be more Steranko stories. Aaron, we will move on to yours because there was some.
One.
I know. Well, I'll let you think about which one you want to share, or a couple, or whatever. We're gonna open up some mail calls because the comic fam came through.
Okay.
Shall we do that?
I don't know. Is this your paper?
Okay.
It's usually our
Mike.
book.
Yeah, I'll just start banging the mic. So the mail call, the mystery mail call, we send out now.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just about 500 members are currently enrolled in the community at the
Some
mystery
light
mail call.
You get like a whole extra comics worth of packing material in here.
Yeah.
You never advertised that part.
These are the
That's like
these
a
are
whole
the program
previews.
guides, the previews,
Yeah.
the stuff that gets thrown out.
It's on a 9.6, I would
Careful
say.
not to crinkle over the mic.
Yeah.
So we have the mail call where we send out to the community. We send out a graphic novel with a total minimum MSRP of $19.99 with 2, sometimes 5+ comic books. We also throw a print in there as well. The ones that you see behind us, actually, all right here, are the back sides of the newsletter because we have
Front sides.
Yeah, the front sides. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. They are the front side of the newsletter. On the back is is the text for each individual box for that month's communication to our community. But those are donated by members of the comic book community on Instagram. And because we are already sending out comics to such a large amount to such a huge community already, we have Ryan, you're laughing. I'm excited to hear what you're laughing about.
My brother just threw in a super chat.
Oh, Fire Guy, do you still need cool mugs?
I always need cool mugs, brother. You've seen our cupboards. Like, there's nothing in there. So whatever you
This is family,
want.
so I have to interrupt the play.
Exactly.
Okay, this is important.
This is family. This is very important. We have no drinking receptacles in our new apartment. We need mugs. Yes.
So
Only if they're cool. You know me, though.
we open up to the community for us to transport comics to the community. People donate comics to us. We send them back out. These are those comics. Let's open up some comic
This
books
is your
right
box.
here, right now. What do we got? Go
I
ahead.
can fall down real quick. Oh, we have a bag full
So
of...
this is recycled because this is actually the mail call box.
That's your box. That's
Good
your
job.
packing material.
Yes.
Well done.
I do not know who sent this though.
We don't know who
because
sent it. There doesn't appear to be a letter.
this is anonymous so far. What's in there?
Maybe
Is it in
there's
the bag?
something in the bag.
Oh, there's wizards in the bag.
We are set.
What do we got
Few
there?
wizards, yeah.
Woo. Very cool. We're actually going to be recording our first wizard
Right.
video tonight.
Right after this.
That's right.
What are you doing?
Wizard. We have a wizard.
84, 85, 87, 90, and 91
Wow.
of Wizard Magazine.
Yes, Russ and I.
I'm very excited
I
to
believe
start
Ryan
reading this.
tonight. We're actually going through Wizard, a lot of wizards,
Bottle Wolverine, yeah.
to get source material to do an ongoing series to try to bring this now what was once thought as completely dated material,
time capsules now.
yeah, to the internet. You know, these aren't digitally recorded. You can't find wizards on the internet besides purchasing them and actually going through them. And there's a lot
these
of
are
like,
cut up too.
Yeah,
Like, these are
These have been used.
These
That's
are-
awesome.
oh my
used.
god, they're really used.
It's
I
so
love it.
funny.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's like what they
this
did
is,
though.
This is part
Yeah.
of the history.
This anonymous person is probably going to be excited to see us eventually get to his books.
This is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be going through wizards here. If you're not currently subscribed, make sure you hit that button because we're going to be pumping out. The goal is at least once, if not 2 videos a month because Wizard came out monthly. So we're not going to do them by issue by month. We're going to just do this kind of at our own pace, however we want. But I'm excited. We mentioned it to the comic fam and said, hey, if you're interested in helping us do a series, send us your wizards. If you want to donate some wizards, just send them our way. We'll put them to good use.
It's fun.
All right.
It's addressed to Ryan. Oh no, maybe not.
It's a note.
Oh man.
With 3 mistakes.
Oh my god, this is interesting. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. I can't promise if I want to continue to encourage this. I'm just realizing now that this could be a regular freaking thing if we keep showing this on the mic. We're gonna do this right now because we already started to open this and I prefaced it with that. This video is not to bag on any grading companies. This video is a community video. We do this live. We do this with the community because they send us stuff. But there are PGX books in here again. So it's funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
I imagine it'll be funny.
It's funny, but we're getting a lot of donations, and the last thing I want is for. Okay, let's just keep it going.
Crack it.
Okay.
We gotta put that on the letters pile.
Let's read it. Good.
Okay. First, I sent a PGX with 3 mistakes. You only caught 2. We're gonna have to go review.
Oh, this person sent us a PGX.
Yeah,
he was the
this is
person who sent it.
the PGX.
Wow, I didn't have to say any of those things.
That's why I was like, what are you saying?
I'm sorry.
The PGX has already been
I thought
sent.
someone else sent more PGX.
That's what I did too. I read that like that as well. So
Yeah, PGX to rock. Oh my god, those memes.
that would be awesome.
The
Yeah.
memes have been
That was
strong.
too much.
The
Drink to the
memes
memes.
have been strong.
Cheers to the meme
Cheers to
makers
the
of the
memes.
world.
Right?
To all the meme makers this week.
You do
If you
great
haven't
work.
seen them yet on my Instagram, I've been reposting them.
That's God's work.
Keep them coming. I'm having a great time
Please.
with that.
He sent some horror gold. How can I top these? Maybe some history. Common first print of Secret Wars #1. Miscoloration.
Oh,
In the centerfold, Galactus is blue and white. A second print color corrected. Superboy #131 has a front cover for Batman featuring Poison Ivy. Most people think it's a true first. The ad is for Batman 183, also featuring Poison Ivy. It's the second book in the stack. Stay Uptown, Big
oh my
Will.
gosh.
Holla.
That's some old school.
Okay.
Holla.
Big Will. Holy smokes, man.
Big Willie style.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Is that a?
Is that a sketch?
That's a sketch.
That's a sketch, yeah.
That's a nasty.
Okay, I'm gonna get closer to the camera here. There's so many. I'm just taking a quick look to make sure and show everything on here. Wow, Big Will. Okay, let's take a look here.
Sketch.
So take a look at
Oh
this
my
is
God.
this is what it's like. This is really cool.
Does he even have any comics left? Like after the like. This
I know,
is the
what are you
second box
sending
he
us?
sent
Sending
right?
us your whole collection?
All right, Big Will, thank you. I want to
Amazing.
just show these off here.
Yes.
Take a look at what Big Will sent. This is all going out to the community. Like how nice. Look at this Venom sketch. I don't even know who this is by yet. He didn't say in the letter. I don't see anything. That's what I'm actually looking for in this stack. But take a look at that.
I already showed that.
Very cool.
Old Superboy.
Here, I'm gonna keep them putting them down.
Got you.
So wow, there's actually a number of very interesting comic books that have a bit of a story to be told. So although we went through it, like this book right here is the Error Print Secret Wars. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do a follow-up to some Error Print type of videos.
Yeah, we love those. That's like what got me interested.
Very cool.
How many times have we got that?
I know, right? We have a few of those going
So
on.
reminiscent of the times.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about this. So there's gonna be a lot of happy people, a lot of early books. So very kind of them.
That is.
Yeah, that'll be nice for the mail call.
That's karma.
Check this one out.
Whoo. Speaking
Nice.
of.
You did this to her.
Very,
15 cents.
very cool. Big Will, you're awesome. Now you'll notice that we don't have a screen up this week.
Yes.
The screen didn't work.
Didn't-
It did not work.
It functioned well. I mean, it
It did what it was supposed
operated
to do.
correctly. Yes.
The problem with the screen it's too small to be near us. But if it's
Yes.
away from us, the screen gets blurry.
Can we just all agree I'm better than a screen?
Yes, I agree. I'd rather have Aaron in the picture.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I
You can't
would.
be that mean.
I would prefer to be able to, and that's another thing. Prefer to have 3 people on screen. With that screen, there's no way to have.
Did
3
you
people.
notice there were? I don't remember who said it in the comments, but I was rewatching the video from last week with the screen, and somebody commented on how the way you and I were sitting, it looked like I was sitting in your lap.
Yes.
There were a few moments there where we were extremely close.
I love you, man, but
Love you too.
I want some space. I want some space, so we're doing something else.
How long have we all known each other?
Not long enough.
6 years? And you can't even sit on Tom's lap?
I know. The physics of it won't work.
The physics, it's science, the alchemy.
The alchemy won't work. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I think I should open this one, Aaron.
Open it, Aaron.
Why should I open this one?
Because it's in front of
It's
you.
in
And you haven't opened one yet.
Okay.
Do
Gemini, comic supply,
Gemini.
getting high on my own supply.
Don't do that. That's like rule number 1. Don't. Carlito knows the rules.
Venom and Carnage.
That's an office.
It is an office
That is
joke.
a Scarface joke.
No.
No.
That is an Andy
Andy
Bernard
No!
office joke.
Scarface, Andy.
Nay, my friend.
Yeah.
Scarface.
Specifically, thank you, Tom.
Nay.
Hey,
But we got a nice
Hey, all
Venom
of you.
Carnage
Venom
TPB.
Is there a note in here?
I didn't see a note.
I didn't see a note either.
Woo!
I know, that's what I'm saying.
This is
Really?
from.
Hold on.
This is from Mr. Miracle. That's what it says.
Ah! Speaking
Yes,
of,
he's a fan.
isn't that Steranko?
Yeah.
Was
Steranko,
modeled, or
Yeah.
Steranko? Mr. Miracle was modeled after Steranko.
Boom.
Got it.
All right.
Reading that wrong?
Take a look at that. That's pretty cool. Ooh, dope reprint.
That's what I'm saying.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a
Reprint.
reprint.
That's it.
I feel like we need a sport hour.
What?
This is great. I'm excited that we're getting. So we actually have a show that we are in development right now, where we're going to be doing more gold. We have a Sunday show that we're redoing, ideally to incorporate more modern talk, because, ooh, that's some dope silver right there.
Mm-hmm.
Got me just like stop me in my tracks looking at that. That is dope. Ooh, is that Bill?
Looks like it.
This is Bill.
Billy
Right?
S.
It looks like a bit BS. Bill Sinkovich.
I just started
Oh,
following.
what if Conan? Bill Sinkovich. I'm almost positive that's Bill Sinkovich. It looks like Bill
It
Sinkovich.
looks, yeah.
This
If
is
I
gonna
can
go
tell.
Oh!
behind. Ooh, yeah, that's awesome.
Stop the show.
Sorry.
Stop the show. We got okay. So this is really cool. So we have like stuff in theme coming into our videos.
Awesome.
Mr. Miracle
Hey, there
coming
he
in
is.
with a $10 super chat. The homie. Thank you.
You done
man.
good, sir.
So first off, Mr. Miracle, you're on here. Bill Sinkovich, yeah? Confirm with me. Because if so, I am 100% going to be putting this
It's
behind
going
my
on the
set.
Sinkovich wall.
I have a Sinkovich wall I'm starting up here, and I'm almost positive this is Sinkovich. So anyways, thank you, my friend. This is really cool. That was very nice of you. Then we have Thanos Rising #1. Very cool. And then take a look at this. This is a Galactus Minokias for the
My beer.
boom. Oh, I do keep taking it.
Yeah.
Trying to get it out of the way. Sorry.
Trying to slobber all over it, get me sick.
That's right. Mr. Miracle. Very cool.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, friend. That is very nice of you. You're gonna make some people's day there.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
That's
about.
him.
We just said,
Wow.
We just gave a shout out.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, he's from
Wow.
Canada.
Very cool.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
All right. Go ahead, Ryan.
Last but not least, this box.
Ooh.
What is going on in here?
What is that?
There's some bubble wrap, some.
Hold up.
Batman
What
things.
is this? This looks. You see this, Aaron?
Oh, what?
There's
Bookmarks?
Yeah.
Is that what these are? That's kind of what they look like.
What is going on?
Well, this can go in the mail call. We can get these out.
Tom and crew. In the interest of comic karma and community love, I went down into the vaults and brought up some stuff for the MMC fam. Oh. The Betty and Veronica is a rare variant exclusive to the Pittsburgh area and features local amusement park Kennywood.
Wow.
I think I'm reading that right. Covered
Well,
by
and
Robert
Archie's
Hack.
having a moment right now, so that's really cool. These are awesome.
I need a bookmark. I'm stealing one of these and taking it
Yeah,
home with me
straight
today.
up.
It's a bookmark.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of Batman
Batman
Returns bookmarks.
1992.
That's
That
why
is
I go in the
before
back column now.
I was
Oh,
born.
yeah, so we're halfway done with this later.
Go ahead.
Cover of the I need to back up. Cover for that Betty and Veronica comic is by Robert Hack.
I'm gonna show this while you talk. How about
Yes, please do.
that?
It's also signed by him as well.
Hold on. Let's do this right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should show it. This is spoilers.
Let's do it right.
Spoilers.
All right.
Oh, helpful.
Start me off.
Okay, you were right. Put that one back. Yeah, they're in order. They're in order.
All right. So the first
Very
one's
smart.
Betty and Veronica. Yeah.
Yes.
Betty and
Signed by the
Veronica.
cover artist, Robert Hack.
Hack and slash.
Sure.
Okay.
Also, Walking Dead number 170 that has the crew crossing the Roberto Clemente Bridge and heading
Oh,
Into downtown Pittsburgh.
that is really cool,
so this
man.
guy's from Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh,
Moms.
man.
The
Yeah.
Roberto Clemente Bridge.
It's been rough around here lately, so hopefully these brighten someone's day. Thanks for the great
Wow.
podcast and mail subscription. Much love to you, Todd at BentVenom.5. Hashtag Pittsburgh Strong.
Very cool. I wonder if the Roberto Clemente thing was because my
Very
dad
good
brought
quality.
up. Oh, and these are the variants.
No, that
What
was
are
the Betty
these?
and Veronica variant.
Rare Fun Oscar and Frank's comic clock. I don't know what this is. Here's a magic
No,
comic book.
it's-
Take a look at this, guys. Boom. Very good. All right.
Amazing.
Very, very cool. Thank you so much. Wow. Feeling the love here. I love it. I love it. All right. I got one more. Let's just do this last one here.
More.
We gotta hurry.
We gotta
It's
hurry.
time.
It's
I won't
time.
be able to tell my.
It's almost
story.
Lord
We're gonna
About
end.
time.
We're gonna end. Let's see here. All right. We got another one here with no. Oh, it's so nice. It's a mystery. People just are like, boom. It just says Adam. All right, Adam. Thank you. We got some wizards, like 2 hardcover Millennia edition, and the big book of wizard covers right here, and then a wizard.
Awesome.
Number 2000. Awesome. This is really cool. I'm excited to see to go through this.
Roachman, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh,
It's too much.
Who's making you cry?
He wants to send us books in memory of his daughter passed away.
ooh. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Damn. Well, you know what? Thanks for joining our feed, and yeah, our condolences.
Yeah,
That's
we'll get you
terrible.
the PO box.
Yeah. Geez, that's really sad. Segue is going to be Steranko.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's end the podcast kind of on a more happier note. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, my friend.
That's
Yeah.
so hard.
The Steranko story continues with you taking over the conversation because we had been there for 2 hours.
Long time.
2 hours, and he started talking to you.
No, we're good. We love you. He's hilarious. It's so funny because he touched you so much. he was like grabbing Tom's like caressing Tom's arm.
Well,
And,
to be
like,
fair, I mean.
yeah, I mean,
It's true. It happened.
it was so good. But I made the joke that when we got your thing signed,
Yeah.
I said this is just a picture of you from just in the last couple of years because it's a very clearly a picture of him in like his 20s or 30s.
In his prime.
He just
Yeah.
he made such intense eye contact with me. He was like, "Are you trying to get kidnapped?" I've never had somebody threaten to kidnap me.
Right? Me neither.
He straight up said it. He's like, "You trying to get kidnapped?"
He's like,
The guy says more confidence.
and then
in any person
yeah, he's talking to some 20-year-old girl.
From get kidnapped. And then yeah, it was good.
And he
So-
told me so many things. You know, what I think is really funny is on the way back, so we're leaving, Tom's in the car, he just goes, "Okay, summarize to me in like one sentence what you think of Steranko." And I looked at Tom and I was like, "That guy fucks." He's 80 years old. That guy fucks.
On the regular.
Yeah, that guy's he is.
And I don't feel bad for I started this
that
off by
guy-
saying there's going to be no hyperbole and we're not exaggerating. Like,
He's just you got to think of what his time was. His prime was like in the 60s, 70s.
he was an escape artist, magician,
Yeah, he's
market
showway, like
leader
he's
in
just
advertising,
Person.
comic book person, friends with Jack Kirby, and was a ladies' man the entire time we were there. Is that the
He's a
best way to
ladies'
put
man,
it?
definitely.
From the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, like that type of
Tom's
like Mad Men. You reminded me of Mad Men.
Yes,
right?
so Mad Men.
Is that like the best way to put
He's
it?
living it. So dramatic,
Still.
but like so good.
Like hard.
Tom's like,
hard.
oh, I got a picture with him, and Tom's like, I didn't want to ask.
Okay.
Like,
I knew that he wouldn't take a picture with me. I knew he wouldn't take a picture with anybody. He had his posses there saying no pictures, no pictures, no pictures with anyone. So
pictures.
at the end of it, I'm like, I'm gonna get a picture, but I'm not gonna be in the picture. So this is what I said. I was like, Stranko, I know that you don't take pictures. You're not taking pictures with anybody.
Right.
I do, however, know you'll take pictures with beautiful women. Will you take a picture? Can I take a picture of you with Aaron? And he like looks at this crowd of people who are all waiting on us.
I've been waiting for 2 hours.
And he gets the biggest grin on his face. He's like, come around here right now. And we stopped the whole line.
Oh,
and
no.
yeah, we got a bunch of pictures.
embarrassing.
I put you on the spot.
Yeah, he embarrassed you so
I
much.
embarrassed you
Tom
so bad.
lives
Very
to embarrass
smooth.
me.
See, that's a Steranko move.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
a
pulled off.
Steranko
It was
move.
good.
Yeah.
You did it. It was a great time.
It's
I
Steranko.
appreciated it. It was a good time. Definitely
Yeah,
one of the
it
most
was-
memorable.
He was so funny,
Comic
and
book
it's so funny because I'm short,
Yes.
and I was wearing heels that day. Not heels. I mean, I had my boots on,
Yeah.
so I was taller, and like I also include my height in my hair.
Sure.
As Steranko does, and also our hair is the same color. My hair is
Yeah,
also gray.
talk your
That is
point.
true.
Yeah, and like the picture, I'm the same height as him.
That's adorable.
He's an awesome dude. Like
Tiny
he
little guy.
he lives for it. It's I
You gotta be able
love
to
the
escape out of that
experience.
stuff.
I have nothing but respect for the dude. I think he's super dope. Like
Oh, I want to meet him now.
you
Oh.
got him for sure. Next time he's coming up, we're going.
Should have him sign my signed headshot again.
He is the coolest, like, comic book dude that not enough people know. So,
Yeah.
like, what's interesting is I've been to a few conventions, and if you go at a convention and you're just like, really just like, if he looks like he's super busy, but you know how long and when he's going to be there, you can just kind of
Circle
check in
back.
throughout because there will 100% be times where there'll be nobody there.
Yeah.
And I'll just be waiting because he doesn't draw. I mean, it depends on like he's
He's a legend to us.
Yeah.
To us, he's a legend. Not a lot of people go to a con because they're going to see Steranko.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you'll get a chance to talk to him, and if you come even like slightly prepared, he'll make it worth your time. And he'll talk to you. He'll tell you about his experiences with Stan Lee. If you go up to him and say, "Hey, tell me about taking over Nick Fury. Like, tell me about doing that cover. Tell me about the first 2 pages of this issue and how there's no dialogue."
So cool.
Can you like tell me what was it like to hear your Stan Lee explain this to you? Like, and he'll reenact it.
Yeah.
He'll talk. He'll say Stan did this. He'll even pretend to stand like Stan. He'll put his foot on the table and say, "Stan." I walk in. Stan
Oh
looks
my
like this.
god, his foot
And he
on the
puts his
table,
foot
like
up.
literally.
Yeah, like he'll get into
Yeah.
it and explain to you with potentially some hyperbole what's
Yeah.
going on and how
Mhm.
it and what it was like to experience stuff, comic book history. So, anyways, shout out to Steranko. There's so many more stories to be discussed. We will do it. We do appreciate your time today. Thank you so much to our community. We do appreciate you for joining us. We're going to be doing Wednesday shows every Wednesday. And now you do have another show that's going to be coming up next. And it's going to be Lords of the Long Box. Do you want to head over to their YouTube channel? I hope you have a good rest of your day. We have a video coming out tomorrow. Any last words, guys?
Roachman, I want you to send us an email, mysterymailcall@gmail.com. That's the best way to get a hold of us. Because you mentioned a Spider-Man costume and some things, and we want to help you in any way we can. So
Most definitely.
yeah, please reach out to us. The Gmail is the way to get a hold of us. Tom mentioned how complicated the DMs on Instagram is, but yeah, no, get in touch with the fam.
In the description, we put all of this information. Holy smokes, we have to do the giveaway winner.
Oh no.
We gotta go quick because Lords of the Long Box is now.
Yep.
Okay, we have to jump off. What we're going to do is we're going to put the giveaway winners in the description immediately after this podcast because they do not want to stop on their time. Can you read them really quick?
We can do it.
Go.
I don't remember who won what though.
Never mind. All right, we're going to post it in.
Description.
Look in the description.
Love this family.
Thank you so
Love
much,
this
guys.
family.
everyone.
You guys are too kind to everyone.
Keep responsibly, peeps. Bye.